flew all night from Doha. Got into Johannesburg about 3:30 in the morning. Was there for 7 hours. Met Ben there. He's a hell of a lot better guy than Martin is, I can tell that already. But everything went good. We got on the plane, got to Bulawayo, and no luggage, no guns, no Bruce and this Carla that's helping us. They've located them in South Africa. They should be here tomorrow, and it's just like, we'll start tomorrow instead of today. He said he's got a big leopard on and it's eating good, and that's what I'm going to do right now. There. Well, had a good breakfast, got up about 4 o'clock, been killing time for quite a while, and we're going back to the airport, and hopefully my luggage and my working guns are there, and if we are, Carla's gonna take us up to the Bubai and hopefully get situated, shoot a gun, and get ready to go hunting tomorrow. Well, I'm half a man now. Oh, they're making us some sandwiches over in the restaurant part, and we're going around looking at a bunch of neat handcrafted things and whatnot in this curio shop. Got a lot of nice things in here. Getting ready to go into camp at Ripple Creek, just coming into the concession, and gonna find a big leopard, some buffalo, and hyena. Now, this is just about all the clothes I got with me. They lost my luggage so far. Hopefully they find it with my ammunition and everything, but we'll make do. Now we're gonna get back in the truck and head up there. Here we are, Ripple Creek. Hello. I'm in a little better shape this year.
Yeah, welcome back.
Yeah. Hi. Hello. I won't sleep by the fireplace.
Yeah, sure.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good.
Good. Hey, how are you? I'm doing good now. Hi.
How are you?
I'm doing good now.
Yeah.
glad to be here, but boy, this brings back some bad memories. About dying here. Okay.
Okay, it's the first morning of the hunt. Greg arrived a day late, but he's got here. Part of his luggage hasn't arrived. It's a work in progress, so.
Yes, I got my jogging suit on.
Here we go. We're gonna go out, we're gonna check the guns. It's a little bit of a later start than normal. First morning always is. We've got a nice cat feeding. We'll go and check him a bit later. We've got a bunch of other baits out. We just gotta go and check those. We'll shoot the gun. We've got Greg's gun, my ammo at this point. His ammo hasn't arrived, but I'm sure it'll arrive in due course, we hope. If it's in Africa. We're not sure it's left the American continent.
Well, even if it isn't, you think they'd send it over here.
Airlines,
But I don't trust them customs.
Yeah, so. But anyway, all's good. It's a wonderful morning. We're gonna check the gun. Once we've checked the gun and all's on, we're gonna go out. We'll spend most of this morning, like I said just now, baiting. Yep. We're gonna pick up some more bait. We're gonna refresh baits. Even if this cat has come back and we've got a plan to sit on him, we're just gonna load all the other bases or baits as well. So at least those are working.
Except the ones close by.
Yeah, the ones close to him we'll drop, just so we got no interference with that particular cat. But the other bait sites where we've had big cats moving, we'll keep those, make sure they're full of bait and re-dragged and all the rest of it, so that, you know, we're still cat hunting while we're sitting on this one in the event that something goes wrong with this guy.
Keep up. Yeah, just hold on to it. Keep your legs spread apart. Oops.
Looks perfect.
Yeah, we're just sighted in to make sure the gun was on it, and it is. This is a Seiko 375 that I bought in the 70s. Had redone and this Macmillan stock and everything put on. Now we're going to go check some leopard baits and go around and just get familiarized with everything. And yeah, so I've killed everything with this, from hippos, elephants, lions, right on down to impala. So as long as I hold together, we'll do well, right?
That is the trick. Okay, Biggie. Let's try not to kill Greg this time, okay?
Yeah! I'm already cold. You got a blanket up there? This is the second bait we've checked here, and it been hit, but not by a big leopard. So
little guy.
just a little guy, so we're out just checking baits, and hopefully when it's the right time, we'll get back around to where he's...
We're gonna work our way there now.
Yep, working our way and taking some baits down. That's the one here. That's about the size. That's just even a little bigger than the one I got on the wall.
He's a little cat. So. We've got a big cat feeding just, well, he's about 2 miles away from here. So what it is, these are baits that I'd set up for him when we were cutting his track, working in these blocks here now. I don't want him to come off that bait site and come into this one. So this morning we're going to pull, there's 3 bait sites that we're going to pull down, and we're just going to keep him feeding in that one, and hopefully if he's come back last night we'll sit on him. Even if he goes walkabout, I want him back on that site. So.
Got a big leopard feeding on this, and it looks like he might have hit again last night. If that's the case, we'll be setting on it tonight, hoping he comes in for another bite. But they're checking things out. There's already a blind built here 55 yards away, so if he's in there, we're going to try for him, but we'll see.
Yeah.
Tonight,
we're sitting tonight.
Yeah.
For certain we're tonight, but we're just going to drive away. We're going to drop this meat at camp. We're going to pick up some more stuff, pick up some of the stuff, come in, spend about an hour here, get everything set up, get the camera set up the way it wants. I want to make sure you're happy with the shooting rest. And then this evening we're sitting. We've got the blind built, right? We're just collecting a little bit of extra brush just to add to it. So being a bit overcautious, to be honest with you. About to go and sit on this cat. I don't like talking about them until they're in the salt, but
yeah, so don't.
So don't. But it's a really big cat. He's sitting. He's feeding quite regularly, so we're hoping to get on him this afternoon. Okay, reload, down him, reload. Down him. Can you give him another one behind the shoulder?
We got a dead cat, man!
Well done, buddy.
Do you know how many times I fucking near died from not coughing?
Okay.
He's a dead son of a bitch.
Oh yeah, no, he's not going anywhere.
That second one was red. I don't think it needed it.
No, but I just took, you don't want to take a chance.
Yeah, and then he runs off. So why didn't you shoot it?
When he goes straight down like that. Well done, buddy.
Man, look at the head on that thing.
Jesus. You wanted a big toe. They don't make them any bigger, buddy.
Well, I don't care. He's plenty big enough, and he's mine. That's what.
That's your first.
Yep, right where I wanted.
Yeah. Oh man. We're gonna take some nice pictures. Man.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I'm in no hurry now. That's a good one. Look at the size of that sucker. Look at that. He's a big one. Hey, thank you. Oh, he's a good one. Yes. Look at the head on that thing. Okay, this is the first day, really the second day of the hunt, because they've lost my luggage and everything. We saw some pictures that he'd been taking of this, and we really wanted him, and he'd been on the bait for 5 days, and we they made a nice blind. They did a lot of touching up with it and the bait today. Went back and had a lunch and came out and set about 3:30, and we'd set probably about an hour and 15 minutes. Yeah, and I about gagged bunch time. And you were ready, and then you give me the high sign when he come down, take him, and because he was up on his back legs feeding. He come down and give me a good shot, laid him down, we give him another one just to be sure, and we only set for, you know what, 2.5 hours? 2 hours.
The quickest leopard hunt I've ever had.
Yeah, no, he's a dandy. Look at the head on him, just a block head and shoulders, you know. It makes the rest of it look smaller just because that's so big, and it damn sure isn't small. Right down to, I can't even get my hand around his tail. So he's a beauty, and I really appreciate it, Sean.
Well done.
Yeah, I had a lot into this one if you count the first trip.
I was gonna say, if anyone deserved a big cat, I mean, the whole purpose of why we ended up hunting together was a big leopard.
Yeah.
And then well, the last time was a story on its own.
Yeah, with the sickness and that, but hell, even before that, I'd shot 2 lions.
Yeah.
And we had a nice leopard on and hyena. Hard telling where I would have. I'll pick up where I left off.
Thank you, Baba.
Congratulations. Yeah. Thank you.
Okay, we late start this morning. Greg's drunk. Well, he's hungover. You know, we got into the piers. We tried pulling him out of them. We tried to force him not to. He fucking pulled the fridge apart. He had to get to the piers. So he's slow this morning, but anyway, we're gonna go and pull the blind down and
get one animal and they start taking hunting half days. No.
No, we had a good night last night. We shot a lovely leopard, had a couple of celebratory drinks.
I had a hell of a time getting him on it. He just couldn't find it
at
first.
I mean, I couldn't. Yeah. Okay. So we're just gonna go back. We're gonna get the blind down. We're gonna do some stuff for the video, and then probably have a quiet morning and start cooking up this afternoon.
Yep. Yeah, we got a beautiful leopard last night here, and they're tearing the blind down, and we're talking about putting up a hyena blind I think down in there somewhere. There's 4 of them here. They were digging around and good sized tracks, and he got pictures of 4 of them. So we might be doing some hyena hunting here too. So.
That's the bait from Craig's leopard. We just pulled it where he shot a leopard last night. So you can't really tell, but there's a nice open area at the back here with a bit of a high rise behind it on the downwind side. So we're getting some hyena bait set up. Over the next few days, we'll get them feeding here, get them comfortable, and then set up a blind and hopefully shoot a hyena or 2.
Yep.
Wide.
We're going hunting.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Hey, we'll see you later, dark. We put out another piece of bait that's not hooked down so they can drag it around and fight over it, and then on the other, but got 2 big gut buckets because we don't need them anymore because we got our leopard, so we're using them to chum in the hyenas. He said they'll even roll in that nasty shit. Good morning.
Greg and I have been here we got up early this morning. We've been
Yeah, we did.
30 minutes solving the world's problems, figuring out who's done wrong and who's done right.
Yeah.
We're out for hyena now, so we've got a bait set up behind camp. We're just going to drive in there at first light and see if anything found it. There's as much a chance at that as anything else, and then we'll carry on with the day. But we may bump a hyena off that bait this morning, so that's the plan.
Good.
Okay, we drove into this hyena bait. You can see at the back here. Hyenas are on it. It doesn't look like there were many hyenas the first night, so it takes a few nights for them to sort of get ready. We'll keep baiting here, keep dragging. You can't see it at the back. There's an old water trough at the back. We'll probably use that as a blind.
Yeah, you can see it.
Yeah, so we'll pull that out, pull this bait closer to it as they get more comfortable, and we'll shoot a couple. Shoot a couple here, yeah.
Okay.
All right, we'll carry on. See, there's a track there, but not a, this one wasn't a very big one. My guess it'll be a younger hyena that just found it and started, you know, fiddling around with it.
Nosing around.
Yeah. It was one of the baits. There's a cat that walks right past camp, and we've come right down on the bottom corner, and we'd put a bait up. Yeah, we've just come in and checked it. There's a big male and a female, and looks like some honey badgers that are feeding on here. So
yeah, I see the female.
Yeah, the squirrels are going crazy behind the bait. Chances are these cats are lying up quite close to the base of these rocks or in these rocks here, just waiting to come back onto their bait. So we'll put some more bait in this afternoon. Put a camera up. See what kind of activity is going on here. There's a big male and a female that's fed on here, so we're going to replenish the meat, make sure there's enough meat, put a trail camera on it. There's also some honey badgers and possibly some hyenas here, so just be more interested to see what's coming in. Plan was to try and get onto some Nyala this morning, but on days like this, they can sometimes move a lot less. So we'll see what happens whether this cloud sort of clears a bit later on. We'll get up into the main conservancy and then work our way back around Bullpan, see what's moving. Generally speaking, days like today for Nyala and Kudu are not great, but we can't change the weather, so
no,
that's the plan.
You never know. know, there's a couple hyena coming in, but they're pretty nervous yet, but we're gonna see if they settle down. And looks like pretty good sized ones.
Yeah. Well, we're going out for an afternoon of hunting. The sun's out, so we think it's a little bit better now. So fingers crossed.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Going to a new place.
Yeah,
I've never been.
Going to the main conservancy along the booby, so we'll see how it goes. It's been terrible weather, so it hasn't been great for Nyala, but we've got permission to hunt one of the more eastern blocks, which has got a big section of river, which has normally got good cover for Nyala. So there wasn't much happening there today, but that was mainly on account of the weather. So we'll head out tomorrow and see what's going on there.
See what's happening.
And then there's always one or two leopard baits along the way there.
Yeah, just coincidence.
Coincidentally, yes.
Well, it's another day, another overcast one, kind of chilly. We don't have our best luck then, but we're going to go out and check some baits and look for a Nyala and just kind of go around Bull Run Pan here, see what happens.
We were hoping to get back here while it warmed up, but it doesn't look like it's cleared this morning. But anyway, we're here
It's an area that's got a lot of Nyala, and we're going to have a cup of coffee. We saw some lion this morning, we saw some buffalo this morning, we saw some elephant this morning, so saw 2 honey badgers. It wasn't a terrible morning, but
No.
that's the plan. Trying to find a Nyala.
Yeah. Boy, you kind of said it all there. You're pretty good at this.
I know.
Oh.
Yeah. I should get paid more. No.
They just released 2 Hyena that came in from Zimbabwe. They brought them in from one of the other areas where they were well nourished. They brought them in here. They've been here for 6 months, and now they've just released them onto the breeding. So.
We're going to get a Nyala. We think we know there is one, where we know where there was some. So we'll go see. And check a hyena bait. See if them rhinos they just let out of the pen's gone, or what.
We've had to close the gate. We literally had to close the gate.
Yeah. We'll see you.
He's nice, but look at his shape. Okay, I think we can do a bit bigger. We're going out into the bush today to hunt something.
Yes.
Oh, here we go.
Hard telling one. Maybe even a Nyala.
We gotta look for Nyala. So they're up in the mountain and nobody in this vehicle wants to go up that mountain. So we're hoping that we can spot one on the edge and see what's moving. There's a water point that they come off this.
An old one that can't climb.
Yeah, old, blind, deaf, dumb one with big horns. It's not too much to ask now, is it?
No.
No. So yeah, we're gonna go look for some Nyala and see if we can catch one late evening today.
Well, this morning we're going to go over into the main conservancy, way down to some Sambala, something like that, looking for Nyala and whatever. Spend the whole day and then use a spotlight on the way back, see if there's any little night predators. But weather hasn't been cooperating too much. Now it's overcast and drizzly again. So we'll just play it by ear. They found my bag in Doha. I might even get it before I go home. I don't know. So, but other than that, just waiting for Sean here. He's getting his little things in a group and getting ready to go.
The joys of Nyala hunting. I tell you what, it's easier to kill. Big leopard, lion, buffalo, the whole works.
We've traveled fast and far to get over here where there's some Nyala. We come in, saw one little dinky one. That might be it for the day, I don't know. we're looking. Boy, there's some country in there like time forgot. Great big trees, and hell, there could have been herds of things in there. It's so thick. But we're gonna have some coffee here and then regroup and head out again.
I would guess it would be about the same sort of time, but the warthog have been on the bait today. And let's get the blind set up. We'll clean up all of this stuff here. Then we probably we might not come in tonight, but definitely from tomorrow we'll come in after dinner. We drove around in the cold. Now the sun has come out, so we're going to drive around in the sun a bit and hopefully find a Nyala. Beggy says he knows of a spot that's got a big Nyala. So if we have not killed a huge Nyala by lunchtime, Beggy's walking back to camp. Okay, we've just seen some Nyala coming down off the ridge, and they're coming to a water point not far from here. So we're gonna walk in slowly and see if we can find a big bull.
It might even have jumped in the back of the truck. We ought to look.
Yeah. Let's have a look. See.
Is he down? Yeah. Okay.
Hold on.
Okay. Yeah.
Well done, sir.
Yeah.
Stunning Nyala. It's absolutely stunning. Have a look at it. Have a look at that. Hey, look at the bases on him.
Oh.
He's worn his tips down.
the ivory and the way
Yeah.
they flare out.
It's about
That's perfect. Just perfect. Good width down here. He's an old warrior.
it's about as good as they get.
Yeah. Yeah, we've been for what, 5-6 days now chasing all over the place with Sean Buffy Safari's Nyala, and we saw some, one not near as nice as this with straight horns. We saw some younger ones and that, but today we tried a little different plan and did a little stalking and came up with this beauty. I'm real happy with him, and what do you think, Sean?
It's incredible, Nyala. I mean, like you say, we've looked over a lot of them. We've traveled a lot of country.
Yes.
Trying to find a nice old one, and we found a stunning old bull. So,
Yep. Great
perfect.
mass, ivory. They flare out nice.
Couldn't be better.
Nope. No, he's perfect. I'm happy with him, and he's an old boy.
Okay, we're gonna go and try and drag some guts and stuff for Hyena. Greg's a little bit frustrated about his bag, but we've kind of narrowed down which continent his bag is on at this point. So,
Wow, there's a rumor.
there's a rumor.
We shot a beautiful Nyala earlier today. Went to headquarters and got a bunch of guts in that and drug all over. We're gonna go out and spotlight tonight, see if we can see some predators, hyena, genets, civets, anything like that, and see what happens. Yeah, go out about 8 and try it. We just saw a big old wild dog. I don't know what it was chasing, but it was chasing something. So, okay, I'm gonna go take a shower. Well, we saw the tail end of a herd here in one bull, and now we're just going to look around for some old Daga and see if there's one that we want to shoot or two. So, and there's lions around here somewhere. Look around here just how this is beat down. I bet they've been eating pretty good.
We're going out to, what are we doing? We're going to hang some baits. We're going to put some chairs in a Hyena blind, and then we will go on to the main conservancy and look for some buffalo maybe. So that's the plan. So we're setting up a leopard bait. Yeah, it's one of 8 or 9 that we've set up. There's a big tom in this area, so fingers crossed he gets the bait.
Well, we're looking for some buffalo this morning, and this is a new water point right here. It's only about a year or so old, and the guys are walking around to see what might have came in to drink during the night, and we're just kind of bumbling around. We'll find something here, you know, somewhere, but
we're floating around today.
Yeah, just floating.
We've had a morning of nothing really. Aeroplanes, stuff like that. We've just dropped a bait here that I've had a female feeding. There's a big male that comes through, but he's not comfortable with the setup. So we've just dropped this bait. It's 11:45. We're gonna head on to lunch. I'm hungry.
My bag's coming today.
His bag. He's all excited. His bag.
Yeah.
Well,
my diapers and everything will be coming.
We'll know in about an hour if his bag is through customs. So fingers crossed.
They're freshening up the bait. They had a big leopard coming on, but he skips a day or two and comes in at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 o'clock in the morning. Not real regular.
How we doing?
Devin, it came, huh? Hey, Carla.
It was all there.
Oh, I was starting to wonder.
Well,
Then I was wondering how should they even bring it up.
Yeah.
You know, but
I think
did you have much trouble?
no, they wanted the original, but we sorted it out.
And there it is. That's what I've been looking for. What's it been, about 10 days? Well, okay.
Okay, we're gonna go out and finish up with our Hyena baiting. Gavin came in with the rest of Grumpy's bags here, and he's happy now. So he's gone from being very grumpy to being happy. So all in all, it's a good morning. We'll see. It's overcast, so we're gonna go in.
It must have just, because when I got up this morning, it was clear.
I don't know. It looks overcast to me. I don't know what you guys are looking at this morning. And what time did you get up in the morning? I mean, 1 o'clock doesn't count. I mean, shit. No, so 4 o'clock. So yeah, we're off for a morning of baiting and maybe looking for buffalo too. But we're just getting, as we go along through here, looking for buffalo, I'm dumping leopard baits where I want them. And then we're gonna end up at a place called 62. A friend of mine from one of the other camps it's right on the boundary of their area, and they've seen a lot of hyena there the last few days. So it's a good starting point. Okay, it's early morning, well, mid-morning, it's cold, it's wet. So we decided to come up to Ningo camp and just hide from the cold. So we're gonna have a coffee, we're gonna have a couple of sandwiches, just wait it out and see if the weather clears. It's looking pretty doom and gloom at the moment, but it has a habit of coming in and then clearing out after about 20, 30 minutes. So that's the plan now.
Like it's starting to break up a little bit.
Ah.
Yes, please. Come back. Aro. There were, Becky said there were 2. Huh? Becky said there were 2. So the one you hit, I think, wait, it's gone down, it's dying. Becky said there were 2. So just want to hang around. Sometimes let one die. We'll call another one in. And we'll shoot that little fluffy one's hanging around here as well. We'll kill him too. Okay, give it. Well done, boss man.
I don't know about well done.
So watch that thing's fucking mouth, B.
Oh, I gut shot him.
Yeah. How's your one, B?
Is that an average size?
No, that's a nice one.
I couldn't really tell what I was shooting at. I seen its head and I seen the body, so I just shot in the middle of it. And...
Oh, well, that's what happens. I told you. This time of the morning, it for some reason always seems to work.
Yeah, well, we got up about 4:30 this morning, had breakfast, and yesterday we dragged a whole bunch of places, put 4 baits out, then checked them last night, and lions were on half of them. And so, like I say, we got up real early this morning and headed out. And got to the one bait there, or getting close to it. We saw one of Sean's specials there, a little fluffy, a little hyena. And we didn't shoot at it, and luckily, because this one was farther down the road, got a good shot into him, and didn't go very far, but boy, he made some noises. But he's a real nice one, nice coat on him, a really good trophy, right in line with the other ones I've gotten, other than all these damn burrs in him.
Well done.
Thanks, Sean.
It worked out nicely. Everyone did the plan came together.
Yes, it did.
We're gonna carry on. I've got a leopard bait, well, leopard slash honey badger bait, but we haven't checked it in a few days. Gonna get down, check that. If there's nothing much going on there, we'll drop that bait, get it out the system. And then that should put us around 9 o'clock. Also when we've seen a big kudu bull moving south of camp. So that's the plan. We'll cruise around there, see what we find. What did you call him, Craig?
Part-time.
We've got part-time. We've named him part-time because he's a leopard that comes in middle of the night, well, middle of the morning. He skips, he does all kinds of things. So I've got him, he's fed here for about 10 days now, give or take. So I'm just moving it to set up so that we can set up for a blind if we do try for him. He won't be an easy cat to kill. Part-time's pretty accurate. Yeah, he's not one that's gonna come easy. So.
We are going to go out and see if we can see a kudu, a baboon, a warthog, anything. Just cruise around.
Just, yeah, cruise around. Then we'll get...
it's a lot warmer now. Everybody's moving now.
Craig just likes getting to leopard baits and then checking the time of when the cat's coming in.
Big snake. A lot of poison in them.
We're leaving quite early this morning. We're gonna go down way east of here, have a look at one of the camps Greg stayed at last time he was here. See the guys, they haven't seen Greg yet, so he's gonna hoot. Watch. I'm watching you. I can see. Don't do that. I can see. I'm watching you at the corner of my eye. Anyway, so we are gonna go and see Lamula's camp, see the guys there, maybe pick up a buffalo on the way there, and then we'll get back this afternoon. There's a honey badger that's kind of messing us around a bit. So he's won 2 rounds so far. We're gonna try and get another crack at him tonight. So, and Greg is trying to push the hooter. I can see him. I can see him at the corner of my eyes. There we go. All right.
I see you.
I see you. All right, let's roll out. Okay, you can probably hear them in the back. We've just seen some buffalo. They crossed the road ahead of us. They're creating a bit of havoc inside here. So we're gonna get out and have a look at them now. Sometimes we'll pick up a decent bull tailing the back or the front of the herd. So there hasn't been much going on this morning in terms of groups of bulls. So we're gonna spend a bit of time playing around with this herd of buffalo. So we'll take them. They're feeding like this. We'll try and get in front of them and have a look, see what's happening there, and then see what's in there. Don't shoot. I saw him from the side. There were two old bulls in there, or young bulls. But I saw him from the side, and there was one that looked might have been wider, but I never saw him again.
No, me neither. I know when you seen him.
Yeah, we'll carry on and see what we see.
Yeah. Yeah, we saw some buffalo, so we got out and stalked around, circled around them, got right in amongst them, and just wasn't the right one.
Welcome back.
How are you?
I'm fine, and you?
I got my leopard.
Nice to meet you again. Well done for a leopard. Yeah, good.
Hi, how are you?
I'm fine, and you?
Hi, I'm doing good now.
Yeah, sure. It seems like you're now 17 years old.
I'm ready.
That's good.
So this is the camp that Greg was in 2 years ago when he got sick, and nobody knew if he was still alive or not. So we just came to see the staff. The staff wanted to see him. It was one of the things they wanted to do. When they heard he was coming back, they said, "Can I bring him past to come and show, just so they can say hello?" So,
we are putting out a honey badger bait because there was one walking around in here last night. They think he'll come back about 7, maybe 7:30, and we're gonna be waiting and put the shotgun to him if he does.
we'll sit back in there, and when they hear him, we will quietly come along the edge here. Just remember, here's 2 trees in the middle there, and you see them plastered.
This is our last full day and night here at Ripple Creek. We'll be going over to another camp for tomorrow and night, so we can go to the airport from there. Been having a real good trip. We're going out today to see if maybe see a buffalo, a kudu, a honey badger, just see what happens, and then probably make our loop through where we saw a nice kudu. So just see what happens today.
Okay, we've just seen some buffalo. Actually, they watered it at a water hole about a mile away from us. So we drove down the road and we've actually just spotted them off the side of the road. Yeah, there's a couple of high points. So we're gonna get in. It's a big herd. We're gonna get in this morning and see if we can try and have a look at them. There's quite a few buffalo in there, so it's gonna be tricky in the stick stuff, but we'll give it a whirl.
Just went up, we located some buffalo. Gonna check them out, see if they're close. If not, we'll go back and drive around some. If they're right here, we might just sneak on down, check them out.
so bad. There's a couple of very spooky young cows with calves. So what happens is they pick up on any bit of movement. They're nervous because they've all got young calves with them. Not seen anything even a little bit exciting so far. It's all young bulls.
This is our last morning on our hunt with Sean Buffy Safaris. Gonna go out, see if we see a buffalo or kudu or honey badger. Just opportunity. Maybe. Shouldn't have shot that baboon. We haven't seen shit yet.
I told you.
Yeah. But no, it's been a great trip. I couldn't hardly ask for more. We shot a record book leopard, a beautiful Nyala, a big hyena, and we're off to see if we can get something else this last morning before he goes on to bigger and better things. And
A couple of things that happened this morning. We coming down the road, and it looks like there's a few young zebra foals that have been, dropped last night. And the one kind of got, as we came past, her mom went one way, and then it looked at my Land Cruiser, and it thought I guess she thought my Land Cruiser was her mom. So, and they do that quite often. They'll come running up and they'll stand next to the Land Cruiser. So we had to wait a bit, and then take our chance and get away so that she could reunite with her mom. And then we've just come down here to Nyala Dam. You can hear the Egyptian geese in the background there. And there's a lioness down the bottom here, and she's got, look like two tiny little cubs with her. So something's happening.
you wouldn't want to walk down there.
No, 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 no.
Go with me.
Guys.
Run off them, God. Come. Get it. Come. Yes, come again. Wait.
Oh, he's gone.
Well done. Well
That's
done.
a little fucking close.
Put it on safe, Put your rifle on safe.
There. Motherfucker!
Well done, buddy.
You thought I could move. You know, that wasn't through the scope, that was over top of it. Woo!
Fuck me. That's the luckiest
Jeez,
thing.
I'm just going along. All right, yeah, we were going to try to catch some buffalo that watered and would be coming back across, and we were just kind of chit-chatting. All of a sudden, from the left-hand side of the road, this honey badger and a female crossed the road and then turned and just reared up, and it was all teeth and that. And then they started to run. I got my gun, we started chasing them, and you know, they're dodging around, and luckily there wasn't any tall grass. And then he'd had enough, I think, because the female went the other way. He was coming, and he was so close I couldn't even use my scope. I just had to, you know, kind of aim over it, and he was only about 10-15 feet away when I give him one. And I really wanted one of these, and it's quite a trophy. And just like everything else, been a, you know, an old, mature one, and I'm real happy with him. But man, it was assholes and elbows for a few minutes there. That ought to be a real interesting video. I'm proud of myself. I didn't pee a little bit or nothing. I think Sean did, though.
Quite a lot, actually. Quite a lot, actually. Thankfully,
Okay.
you were between me and the honey badger.
Well, I didn't have a choice. You had right a hold of me. Shoot, shoot. I couldn't even get my arms up. No, he's a dandy, and I'm real proud of him.
Well done.
A great hunt.
Well done. Cheers. Brandon, well done to you as well.
Yeah, for catching something of that on film.
Yeah, I mean, we were talking about it now. That badger, well, a lot of stuff, but the badger, I mean, that's a once in a lifetime, and I've never seen any footage like that with a badger. I mean, for everything to line up and to shoot it and to kill it and all that, but to get the footage.
And get an old fucker like me up there.
Yeah, and to get the footage and everything, as I said, the drone stuff, the leopard, it's all fantastic. It all worked out.
Yeah, the nail, everything.
Mm. Okay, this hunt was set up a couple of years ago, like 4 years ago, 3.5 years ago. Right?
Yeah.
And it was supposed to be leopard. It was for a big leopard. And then every kind of complication that could happen did happen. And we ended up on the first hunt shooting 2 huge lions, some buffalo, and some other stuff, but not getting the leopard. And
Because I got sick, I would have got it.
Because Craig got sick, and that turned into a palaver on its own. But luckily, Craig, and luckily, I mean it, he made it through that one. So the plan was to get a big leopard. So we came back, and we actually 2 years ago we were on Ripple Creek. We had a big cat feeding the other side of the dam there. So the whole point was to get back to Ripple Creek and finish it up. So it's been 3 years in the making. The short story of what happened on this hunt was we shot a huge leopard, we shot a lovely Nyala. So the priority was leopard, hyena, and honey badgers.
Yeah.
Or badger. And today we managed to get that hat trick cleaned out. Ooh. So luckily, so we did. We pulled off leopard, hyena, and badger with a big Nyala and a nice baboon. So lots of fun.
Something else. Shot 5 things.
That was it. Leopard, Nyala, badger, baboon, and
bamboo.
Hyena, yeah.
Baboon. Yeah.
So yeah, it's been lots of fun, lots of miles, but the leopard came easy first day.
Yeah. I've did a lot of leopard hunting and shot one small one in Namibia, and really hunted hard on 3 other leopard hunts, didn't get anything. And then this, everything fell right into place. No, good company. I shot well. Everything went good. I'll never forget shooting that honey badger at about 8-10 feet. That if I'd have missed, there wasn't time to rack another one.
He would have been in chase. Well done. He would have bitten him. If either Greg or Brandon would have got bitten. Not me.
Well, I knew that. I could hear you behind me. Shoot him! Shoot him! And then shoot him again.
Yeah. So yeah, lots of fun. Everyone. I had a wonderful time, and we managed to sort the leopard out. So
yeah, it was a good trip. Real good trip.